extraordinary performance.
To the air, he's caught behind.
And what a magnificent innings.
India win the second test match in Mohali.
Okay, we're ready to go on day 3 from Delhi. Let's hand you over to the 2 commentators this morning. It is Mark Nicholas, with him Sunil Gavaskar.
And quite humid today, forecast to be just above 30 degrees with quite a high level of humidity. Quite different conditions from yesterday, where the air was much clearer and there was a fresher feel to it. The breeze came across the ground. Not so at the moment. It's really quite stuffy. Simon Kadich unbeaten with 29, Matthew Hayden's 16. Kadich faced the lion's share of the bowling, but played quite nice and freely. He was happy to take the spinners on. He's a very good player of spin. He uses his feet and he wants to attack, which is a very important part of how Australia must go about their business today. Don't just get stuck in your shell. Play your game, and if your game is to take the opposition on, make sure you do that. Well, it will be Zahir Khan who takes the new ball. There's been conjecture about whether India will go with a seamer and a spinner, but that ball, I say new, it's actually 15 overs old, so newish. Whoa, what a good start too. What a surprise ball. That'll wake Matthew Hayden up.
And what a poor field setting. What a poor field setting. Just have a look. You've got 613 on the board and you do not have a forward short leg. If the forward short leg had been there, Hayden was in trouble. He was in trouble. He would have been out caught. I'm not too sure whether the ball went off the glove. No, it didn't. It hit him on the helmet perhaps. But how about having somebody up there? How about having somebody up there even now? What's the short extra cover doing? What is a cover point doing when you've got 600 on the board? Well, you see, this is a very good bouncer first up. Very, very well directed bouncer. Now, I know as an opening batsman that that's the kind of delivery that you do not expect first up. You expect that the bowler is going to bowl a few deliveries, warm up, be certain that he's not going to overstep and bowl a no ball, and then maybe try a bouncer. But this first up, I think it stunned, surprised and stunned Matthew Hayden. And
Rather like the field setting has stunned you.
Well, look at that. There's still no forward short leg.
Oh, what a good start this is. What a good start. Perfect bouncer, followed by a beauty around about off stump. Just to reiterate what Sunil's talking about with the field placing, the mid-wicket just at the bottom of your picture there and a mid-on. But it's the offside that's so extraordinary. 2 slips, and then we've got 4 men in a cover area. They're staggered. We've got a point, an extra cover, short extra cover, mid-off. Well, this is brilliant bowling, really brilliant bowling. This is a man who's got to sweat up in practice and has come out to hit Australia hard. No looseners, nothing easy. Really test the batsman mentally and physically.
And once again, he's taken by surprise. I've very seldom seen Matthew Hayden play the bouncer and the short ball as badly as he has done these last 2 deliveries. And yet, no forward short leg. And I can even understand that for the first ball of the game, first ball of today's game, fine, not an issue. But you've now seen 2 deliveries which have really taken Matthew Hayden by surprise. So why don't you put another man there? I mean, why just stick to that extra cover? There is a short extra cover. If you think he's going to hit it up in the air, fine. But take that extra cover out and put him in a catching position.
It's a fine first over from Zahir Khan. It's going to be the Indian captain, Anil Kumble, who will bowl down here beneath us at the ITC end of the ground. Much as we expected, a seamer and a spinner. Kumble will looked to take advantage of uncertainty at the start of the day. Kadic profited from a number of attacking strokes yesterday. They were mainly through the offside off Kumble. There was no point in place, and he thrashed at anything just outside off stump. Today there is a point in place. And of course Kadic was out caught at point. Fine catch by Tendulkar and Mohali. That was a key moment just prior to tea when India got both Hayden and Kadic. And then of course Ponting and Hussey soon after tea, and after that it was a deck of cards that collapsed. Australia were bowled out and India won the test. That's beautifully pitched. That is the spot. Exactly there. Not everybody around the world has had Lakshman Shivaramakrishna's pitch report today, but we had a look at him doing it earlier, and he highlighted a really dangerous area for Kumble to aim at outside the off stump. Oh, it didn't carry. I think there was pad and glove in that. Here we go. We can expect lots of this all day long.
Yes, but then the pitch is on the slower side, so it'll probably not carry. Yes, maybe a little bit of glove. You can see that the ball falling short of the fielder at forward short leg.
Oh, gosh, that's off the pad too. Oh, this is only the second over of the day, the first of spin. And we have a good idea of the problems that the left-handers will face.
Already doubts created in the minds of the batsman, particularly Simon Kadic. Simon Kadic trying to do something different coming down the pitch.
Oh, that's a beauty. There is a beauty. Didn't he get onto that so quickly? Simon Kadic looked pretty sharp last night too.
Well, he has a natural back and across movement that gives him a little more time to play the pull shot than Matthew Hayden, who gets onto the front foot. And he's nicely balanced as he executes this one. Ball didn't quite bounce as high as the previous over when Hayden was batting. Dangle a little bit of temptation in front of the batsman. If he middles it, it's a boundary, so be it.
No third man down. Quite a safe stroke from Hayden, and a beautifully executed stroke.
I think this time he was prepared for the short one. He commits himself onto the front foot even before the ball's ball, but you can see that over there. It was short and wide, enough time for Matthew Hayden to pick the spot that he wanted to hit. He knew there was no third man. Safe shot, very safe shot. He's batting 20. And apart from that first over, today he's looked good.
I think that one of the things Hayden does best is measure his innings. When he goes all out, he's less effective. That sort of stroke's a beauty. 68 for no wicket.
Well, there is no fielder at the deep square leg. There's a deep fine leg. That's much better.
That's a very good stroke. There's definitely a strength of Kadic. The speed of his feet, the fact that he gets to the pitch and then plays his stroke.
Yes, that's a very, very good shot.
Well, I think it's one of those situations where you don't want the game just to drift. You don't want to have long periods of where nothing much is happening. Keep chopping and changing things around. Oh, and that's done something. Out of the rough. And it'll go all the way to the boundary rope. Buys is the call, but the first one that's played up.
And one of the first times Kumble has got the ball up. If there's one criticism of Kumble in the first half an hour, he's been on the shorter side. He's allowed Kadic to play off the back foot. Now this is more the line and the length he should be looking to bowl. Invite the drive through extra cover. Now that could have cleaned him up. If Katic hits a boundary from there, the bowler shouldn't mind one bit. That's close. He got some inside edge there. I think that saved him.
Fortunately for him, I feel as though there's a little inside edge. Good seam. And that would have been very tight. A huge shout. But just a little inside edge saved him.
That's good shot. Just played it late on that occasion. Katic opening the face of the blade so that he could get the placement. And I think this is a good approach by Australia this morning. It's not just defense. There's a ball to be hit, they put it away. That's a fine shot. He's a tall man, Hayden, and he gets a good stride forward, driving it through the offside.
This is a great shot, considering the amount of rough that is present outside the left-handers off stump. Still prepared to play their shots, the Australians. Very full delivery and crunch. He's a strong man.
That's the 50 partnership. Direct hit, but Katic is in. In fact, it's 50 for Simon Katic, and he's played really well in this innings. The dressing room realizes that, and he just seems pumped up. I have to wait for the umpire signal. A run signal. It's 94 for no loss. Now the bowling change. Zahir giving way to Ishant Sharma. Now this is his home ground. He's done a lot of bowling at the Kotla. That's gone through. There's no third man, so with this quick outfield, another boundary for the Australians. So even in the Indian innings, when they batted, plenty of runs in that area.
Yes, just opening the face of the bat and using the pace of Ishant Sharma. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but we've seen that time and time again. 3 runs for the batsman down in that third man region.
To skid after pitching. That shot, and it gets the treatment. That's gone the distance for 6. It also brings up the 100 for Australia. This is a good start. 105 for no loss, and drinks being called for.
Work hard for it. Got to make it happen out there. And I just got the feeling yesterday they were just sort of going through the motions a bit.
It generally happens when there's a partnership building. You'll see a major difference if they pick up a wicket, then they realize, oh, new batsman in, we got a chance. And like you mentioned, they've got to be proactive. There's something in it in the pitch for the spinners. Got to be proactive. Think of a wicket.
That's why I think no Harbhajan Singh out there, that'll be a good move for Australia. They'll feel quite positive about that, because when Harbhajan's out there, he makes something happen. Body language, he gets on a rhythm, Harbhajan, where he picked it up 3 quick ones in Mahali, and all of a sudden the momentum changed. When he's out there, I really think something's going to happen. So for Anil Kumble and the team, they're going to work really hard.
Usually, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is the man to do the job from behind the stumps. Keep chirping away, encouraging the bowlers.
Change of pace. He bowled one yesterday, didn't quite get it right. It was down the leg side, and one was a full toss, but he's been spot on this morning so far. Gets that little off spinner going. There it is. Good turn there as well. Edge, and that'll be 4. He worked hard for it, Sharma. He found the edge. It was never in any danger for Simon Katic. Nonetheless, another boundary, 109 for the loss of no wicket.
Playing it with soft hands. Just the one slip in position, but doesn't matter. Want to carry it because Katic in total control. Gone over the top and easily clears. Ishant Sharma is taking the attack to the bowler. It's a good ploy because the bowler is new into the attack, Amit Mishra.
Sweet shot from Matthew Hayden. He got to the pitch and eased it over mid-on. Didn't try and hit it too hard. It's more about just getting it up in the air. We've seen him go over the top twice now in 2 overs. And the wicket again to Sharma. If he hits it, it'll be close. They went the keeper's end. He had the choice of made it Hayden's end or Katic. That is the end of the over. 114 for the loss of no wicket. Well, they were both in trouble here. And Sharma went the keeper's end, and Simon Katic was well home. Yep, he knew it. The throw was wide.
That is out. What a good bit of bowling. The first mistake by Katic, undone by flight. Now, that asks the question of a new batsman. Behind the scenes here, we've been wondering just how tough it'll be for someone coming in fresh. Lovely cricket.
Lovely cricket indeed. Inviting Simon Katic to play the flick to mid-wicket. Big gap between bat and pad. But he's played a good hand, Simon Katic. It's 123 for 1.
The first breakthrough for India. A really, really good innings by Simon Katic, whose footwork was top class, finally undone by a bit of flight. Really good spin on the ball. It went a long way. And now Ponting will be asked really difficult questions because there is something out there for the spin bowlers. Well, he's off the mark. Nobody down at third man.
Well, at this stage, when you're trying to attack, it's all right not having a third man. Opening the face of the bat. But it's a good line he's bowling, drawing the batsman forward. It's good. It's good bowling there by Ishant Sharma. India can afford to give boundaries.
That's a lovely stroke. What about that? Speed of footwork and then absolute control of the blade. It is 134 for 1.
Yes, his footwork is very, very good. He was looking to go down the pitch. Then he saw that the ball was a little bit short, wide as well.
Oh, what a cover drive that is. Such power in the stroke. That's a lovely 50 from Matthew Hayden. Totally different performance in every way from Mohali.
His first 50 in India after 9 innings. It's been hard work for him. But he fully deserves the applause from the Australian supporters. Because after what happened at Mohali, he needed to pull himself together, and he certainly has done that.
And that's safe. That's his moment. No second slip. Oh, there's a picture. Rahul Dravid with his head bowed.
Well, I don't know what that short extra cover has been doing. Ishant Sharma gets the ball to move away from the left-hander. It would have been an easy catch to second slip. I don't think India wants to win this test match.
Hayden's got a whole range of sweep strokes. He went to work on them before touring here in 2001 and developed the power slog and the subtler sweep like the one we just saw to go with the more orthodox ones. Australia now 150 on the board, but 463 behind India. He's turning to Virendra Sehwag to bowl 1 over prior to the lunch break. Jeepers, how's that not bowled him? How has Hayden survived these 4 balls? My Goodness me.
That is the luck of the game. On another day, he could be out. But maybe he's destined for a big score here.
And down again, Sachin Tendulkar, but up this time.
Well, that's the kind of fielding needed. It puts the pressure back on the batsman when he's not allowed to get away.
Through the offside for Ricky Ponting, and a boundary to start after lunch.
Well, good footwork. And he's so quick on his feet, Ricky Ponting. Just a half push forward, and then he realized that the ball was on the shorter side. It was the attempted wrong one from Kumble. Nicely punched away by Ponting.
See that there in front of point. It'll be a hard chase for the deep man, but another boundary for Ricky Ponting.
Yes, he's looking good. The footwork is positive from Ponting. Once again, just rocking back and getting the placement right. You can see how easy pace this track is. If a batsman gets in, and batsmen of the quality of Ponting or Hayden, they will score at a fair clip. That's gone through. It's just the power of Hayden. Just seemed to push it on the onside, and mid-on was a little too wide. He's an imposing player. And once in full flight, he really announces his presence.
This time he gets it so fine that it runs away for a boundary.
Now that's a top shot. It was a loose delivery, but the execution was perfect from Ponting. His back foot is moving beautifully today, just back across, playing it late. Good thing is he's not committing himself on the front foot. It's just a half push forward. Then he picks the length and rocks back.
Something there. There's a shout for a catch. Nothing doing from Billy Bowden. There was a bit of bat and pad and everything going on there.
Well, they're just checking with the umpire. Is it not out because Dravid didn't take it cleanly? And he just said it's not out.
The most delicate of sweep strokes from Ricky Ponting, who's gone on a pace here. That's his 7th boundary. 75. I apologise, 35 from 52 balls. Another look there at the appeal against Matthew Hayden. It's just so inconclusive. We keep looking at it. We can't be sure. There's no way Billy Bowden could be sure. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it again. Such a good pair of hands has Anil Kumble. And I thought as he grabbed at the second opportunity, he might have something. Now he's signalled for the physio. Definitely we've got a problem here, a split of some sort. Immediately he signalled.
Well, luckily it looks to be on the left hand, not the bowling hand. Going down the pitch, using 2 hands to try and grab onto the ball. Very good effort that by the Indian captain. It was struck very fiercely, and it was to his right. Tremendous effort. He might have damaged himself. Yes, certainly, yes, you can see the bleeding.
And Matthew Hayden with a straight driven 4.
a full toss, but it still has to be put away. Virendra Sehwag's not a regular bowler, so he will concede the odd boundary. So nothing wrong with that, because India has 613 in the bank. But he can get the ball to turn. He's been able to get turn from the other end, not from the Tata end so far. That seems to be that end seems to be a lot better end to bat from.
Whoa. That's the thing about the slow pitch, the extra bounce. If you spin the ball, you can get it to do anything. It isn't many a long hop has taken a wicket, and it just stopped a bit on Hayden.
He's gone over the top, and he's a strong man. Matty Hayden brings up the 200 for Australia.
Interesting shot, first ball after the drinks break. Down the track, not quite to the pitch of the ball, Matthew Hayden. Hitting across the spin. He's so strong. So very positive about the shot. High risk, but effective on this occasion.
It's taken a bit of time, the fourth 50. Understandable, as the ball gets softer, it's not going to come onto the bat. .79 is the partnership. That could be close. That could be very close. Yes, it is. The crooked finger goes up. Virendra Sehwag has provided the breakthrough. It's Matty Hayden.
Huge wicket for the Indians. Sehwag strikes. Excellent delivery, just going straight on with the arm. Slightly quicker delivery. Pitches and goes straight on. Hits Matthew Hayden just above the knee roll. It was high, but I have to say it was going on to hit the stumps, and Billy Bowden rules out. Matthew Hayden on his way for 83. Australia 2 for 202.
A fabulous feast of English football live on Fox Sports.
Truly wonderful.
11:40 tonight. The gloves are off. Fellaini fires up the Blues. Everton take on Fulham live.
Fantastic.
Then at 2, Viewers' Choice. 5 live. You decide. Our match of the day. Man U against the incredible Hull. Or choose from 4 more, including Chelsea-Sunderland.
That is magnificent.
4:30 Sunday morning. Ramos out, Redknapp in. Can Spurs reverse the results for the visit of the Reds? Tottenham-Liverpool live.
Absolutely brilliant.
3 a.m. Monday, it's a Northwest culture clash. Hit and run football meets silky skills. Bolton, Man City live.
That is stunning.
11:40 tonight, we're at Goodison for Everton Fulham. At 2, Viewers' Choice, our match of the day, Man U Hull, or choose from 4 more, including Chelsea Sunderland. 4:30 Sunday morning, Tottenham Liverpool. Then 3 a.m. Monday, it's Bolton Man City. All live Fox Sports.
Down the road, I think the main field is coming. Well, this is going to be a dangerous move. And he's got this, the best win of his career.
Michael Hussey at the crease, Mr. Consistent. A stunning average, under 68. He'll be the key man. Plays spin exceptionally well.
Yes, he's one player that can bat long periods of time and has been in good form. But it's difficult when you first walk in on this sort of wicket, men round the bat, the odd ball really turning. So it's important from Australia's point of view that Mike Hussey gets through these first 15-20 minutes. And Ricky Ponting takes a bit of the pressure off him at the other end.
And Virendra Sehwag providing the breakthrough. Just going straight on. Hitting him just above the knee roll, but he was well within the crease. Well within the crease. Could have clipped the top of middle stump. That will help. They're taken on the full. And it's for 4 for Mike Hussey.
Yes, a nice friendly full toss. Mike Hussey's not going to miss out on those too often. Pretty good strike with the ball through the offside. And pierced the gap perfectly.
That's asking for trouble. Another boundary. 2 in this over. 2-11 for 2.
Slightly short and struck off the toe end of the bat by Mike Hussey, I'd have to say, but well enough. So a couple of boundaries for him. Good start to his innings.
Winning the toss was important. What was even more important was to bat well. Gambhir 206, VVS Lakshman 200 not out, 613 for 7 declared India. Australia batting well, 211 for 2. Still 402 behind. Easy put away. The last thing you want to bowl on a pitch where the ball's turning square is a full toss.
Yes, again, over-pitched. Ricky Ponting down the crease.
Another outside edge as well. This time he played for it. Sahir Khan will do the work, putting in the long strides. And the 50 up for the skipper. It's been a good innings. He's had to work hard. And he's done a good job for his side. The 41st Test 50 for Ricky Ponting.
Yes, he's played well. His footwork has been positive from the outset. Good shot selection too. But he'll know that his job is nowhere near done.
Down the wicket and over the top. A positive comeback from Ricky Ponting. His 9th boundary.
Very good shot because he was looking to hit straight. When he came down the track, realized he wasn't quite there to the pitch of the ball. And just striking it nicely.
Oh, just came back. And a shot at the stumps. Who knows?
Well, Badrinath, the fielder there. Just losing balance at the time of throwing, hence not getting the power behind the throw.
Almost bowling for it there. It's like really that the modern game, you know, that a lot of people try to swing the ball out, couple of slips gully, maybe 3 slips a gully, offside set field. You very rarely see people bowl with 5 on the leg side and a leg slip.
Shouts, but probably a little bit of bat in there as well. This is outstanding fast bowling. Zahir Khan just getting the ball to pitch and straighten, and Ricky Ponting just catching the inside edge, or was it pitching outside leg? One of the two.
That's gone through. Again off the outside edge. The 250 comes up. And it's been a testing time for Ponting. He would know the importance of getting through this period.
Yes, it's been hard fought, that Australia 250. They've only lost the 2 wickets, which is hugely important as far as this game's concerned, and that type of shot and delivery produced 4 runs. How often in this game? Third man, such a productive area. Good ball and 4 runs the result.
Oi.
It's hard to explain to people, isn't it, the difficulties in facing reverse swing as against a conventional swinging ball. It moves a lot later. It's just a very, very difficult part of the game to really describe properly. The ball swinging around and just a little bit of movement, but very difficult as a batsman to counter it.
Yes, you can't afford to commit yourself. Sometimes if you just look to go forward, there could be times when you find your pad in the way. The ball comes back in late.
And the really good exponents of this reverse swing can get it to go either way, so that makes it doubly difficult. You see Zahir Khan now is going to have a go around the wicket. Good ploy.
It's 251 for 2. It's 251 for 2. Just 14 runs and 7 overs in this session. It was Ishant Sharma who got the ball to start to reverse just before the tea break. And Dhoni realized that, and immediately after tea started with pace at both ends. Now 2 slips in place.
Yes, the Indians are a bowler down and a captain down. Anil Kumble injured his finger with that drop catch off Matthew Hayden earlier day, and I've just heard that he has gone to hospital to get some stitches in it's in his left hand, so from that point of view he probably could still bowl later on in this game. But yeah, stitches in that nasty cut he received. Whether it was in the webbing, I wasn't too sure of exactly where it was on his hand, but the left hand. And this is how it happened. Matthew Hayden down the track, uppishly hit but firmly struck. Anil Kumble made an excellent effort to drag that one in, but in doing so injured his looked like his little finger on his left hand. Outstanding effort, and a little bit of blood involved, and yes, part of the joint. Nasty. Get the feeling Ricky Ponting mightn't mind this. Just a bit of a respite from that torrid time he's had from the reverse swinging balls. Khan and Sharma have been outstanding.
As it also brings up the 50-run partnership. It's important now that you don't relax. Suddenly you breathe a sigh of relief and just lose concentration, get a little complacent, and that can bring about your downfall. Australia is still nowhere out of the woods as yet.
Well, there's still 160 runs to get past that follow-on, and that's the magic figure really for the Australians. Very good partnership between these two. It's what's needed. Batting in partnerships will get you to that target you're thinking of. The Indians showed that, a couple of really big partnerships, and all of a sudden you're going to amass a huge total, put a lot of pressure on the opposition. So the Australian response has been good in conditions that are just starting to become more and more difficult.
Full marks to Ponting. The way he's batted, he's concentrated really hard. And even during that spell from Zahir and Ishant, he was quite prepared to weather the storm. He realized that it's an important period. Great players know how to get through the tough periods and then make it count. In the air, just clearing Ishant Sharma. He was looking to hit it a lot straighter. It's come out of the outer edge of the bat. That'll end the over. 257 for 2.
Down the track and slicing the ball and just getting enough bat on ball to go over the tall figure of Ishant Sharma. Almost jumping for joy. Chasing his arm, Ricky Ponting, prepared to go over the top, just slicing the ball inside out, and enough bat on it to get over the mid-off fielder. And Mishra bemoans his luck. Ricky Ponting smiling now, but his heart would have been in his mouth for a fair bit of that shot. And Zahir Khan has swapped ends. Good move. Just to keep shuffling the bowlers around. Don't let the batsman settle. He's been in good form. Look at this from a different angle. Ricky Ponting using his feet to get down the wicket, but doesn't hit the ball anywhere near the middle of the bat. Just slicing the ball slightly. But the bats are big and the boys are strong.
Go.
Where India have done well is since tea is they've not allowed Australia to get away and score runs quickly. Even though Australia may not have lost the wicket, the pressure is still there, very much. Dhoni with some good field placings. Let's put a check on the scoring. That's good shot. He got stuck into that, Hussey. Picked the length up quickly and dispatched it to the fence.
He's so strong in this area, playing the cross-bat shots. And so quickly getting into position. Just slightly dragged down, and that's a favourite shot of Michael Hussey. He's been brought up in Western Australia in the Perth pitch, so plays the cross-bat shot well. Looks as though the bite has gone a little bit out of the wicket. Maybe it's the spinner's fingers are a little bit more tired.
He slashes and slashes hard. He'll get a boundary for it. It flies off the outside edge. And that'll end the over. 273 for 2.
Yes, a flipper goes wrong. Ricky Ponting hits it uppishly, but safely. And just a relieving of pressure with a spate of boundaries in the last couple of overs. Mishra now 1 for 81 of his 20 overs.
Oh, sweep slog. Aiming for the rough outside the off stump for the left-hander. It was always a concern even from the start of the day.
Well, there's no deep mid-wicket, so he's trying to hit with the turn. But he's got to make sure that his pad covers the ball in case he misses it. Fortunately for him, it didn't turn as much as the one that clean bowled Simon Katich. I think the left-handers are a touch concerned about the rough. The bowler's foot marks rough, follow-through marks rough, outside their off stump. That's always at the back of their minds when they're playing a leg spinner, and particularly a leg spinner like Amit Mishra, who's tossing the ball up further into the rough like that. Kumble's length is a much shorter length, back of a good length, because he's a bowler who bowls much flatter, while Amit Mishra, and you can see some dust coming out over there. So that is something that will worry the left-handers all the time.
Well fielded. Some good work at cover. And a maiden. 274 for 2. So now just a first slip and a wide, or third slip in place. Around the wicket. Or straightening and 4. Had all the precision. Everything was right for Zahir Khan. Around the wicket, leaving Ricky Ponting. And this time it goes to the batsman.
Well, there's late movement, and Ricky Ponting just opening the face of the bat and edging the ball to third man. Not in control of that shot. The field placing is that there is no third man, which is fine because India have 613 in the bank. But they've got a short extra cover, which you've just seen, which is Badrinath. They've got a backward point. They've got an extra cover and a mid-off. One of those fielders could come in closer. because Zahir is getting the ball to move away from the right hander, maybe the extra cover fielder can come in a catching position in the slips. That short extra cover fielder can take care of the short single in case Ponting's trying to get off the strike. The Australians do that very well. Just tap the ball around and take off for a single, keep rotating the strike. And with the left-hander and a right-hander at the crease, it's not making it easy. But India have to have more men in catching positions.
Pulled away into the deep. Good shot from Ricky Ponting. Dug it in, Zahir. And the second boundary of the over. Wouldn't think so after putting that one away.
A shot on the leg side, so really easy for Ricky Ponting because the fielder is much squarer. Just helping the ball along, not even trying to hit the ball too hard. Maybe this fielder here can go in. There's the short extra cover who's now polishing the ball, but this man here at extra cover, he could go in over there into maybe a third or fourth slip position, because what Zahir Khan's doing is getting the ball to reverse away or swing away from the right-hander. So keep that position at extra cover open, vacant, invite Ponting to play the cover drive, and maybe you might get an edge. 282 for 2.
The 2008 Rugby League World Cup. Fiji, France, then New Zealand PNG begins live today on Fox Sports.
Yeah, I was watching TV last night and saw this commercial, which I found very offensive.
Hold up, please, nurse.
I mean, sexually explicit.
Right block, please, nurse.
Yeah, and I can't really get this thing, you know.
If you find an ad offensive, tell someone who cares.
Can't be at the track, but need to know the winner? Get all the action from the Spring Racing Carnival live and exclusive from Big Pond on your Telstra Next G mobile. You can watch all the Sydney and Melbourne Metropolitan races now in the palm of your hand. It's an easy trifecta of moves. Press Big Pond, go to Sport, then Horse Racing to enjoy live and exclusive coverage. It's that easy. Press Big Pond on your Telstra mobile to watch the GGs on your Next G.
Would you cross the road for the new Tender Crisp Chicken Burger? It's 100% breast fillet that's tender on the inside and crispy on the outside. How about a flame grilled chicken burger? Or a big crunchy coated chicken royale? Or maybe a toasted chicken wrap for just $2.95?
You would, if it was one of the new range of chicken burgers from Hungry Jack's.
It's chicken worth crossing a road for. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
It has been a patient day for everyone out there. Just the 2 wickets to fall today.
This is good stuff from Amit Mishra. And having bowled 4 good deliveries, maybe Mahendra Singh Dhoni can look at adding a bit of pressure on the left-hander by having a silly point. He's playing with bat and pad thrust together. The jab could go up in that silly mid-off region. India have to give themselves every opportunity to get a wicket. which means they can afford to concede the odd boundary, odd few runs here and there, but look to have men in catching positions.
Will fly into the deep, but won't carry to the man. Just a couple of bounces there for Ganguly. 81 this partnership between Ricky Ponting and Michael Hussey. 87 and 31 apiece for the middle order. 283 for 2. Just the 2 wickets to fall today. Simon Kadich was the first. He went this morning. Good piece of bowling from Mishra. He drew him down the wicket. And Simon Kadich just trying to hit it 2 square. And knocked over the middle stump. It's a good piece of bowling. And this was a big wicket from Virender Sehwag. He took off down the wicket. He knew straight away. Matthew Hayden caught on the crease and adjacent. Just pushed it through a little bit quicker. And they were the 2 wickets to fall today. That was Matthew Hayden in the second hour of the second session. And Mishra and Sehwag, the 2 wicket takers. Seen some good bowling from Sharma and also Zahir Khan today. Got that ball to move around. They haven't picked up a wicket, but they've looked dangerous in the last hour of play. No wicket for 57 for Khan and no wicket for 40 from Sharma. So he's been tight and economical. And Kumble off the ground, just bowled 17 overs. The skipper, 87 not out for Ricky Ponting. Already has 100 in this series. And Matthew Hayden, his highest score in the series, 83 for him today. He looks solid, looked in control. And Simon Kadich, another 50. 330 runs behind Australia. They've really got to push home in this last hour, India. Quickly grab 1, maybe 2 quick wickets. Could happen. That's why I always think that when Harbhajan Singh is in the side, he's just that bounce in his run-up and the energy that he has, you know that you're always under a lot of pressure and he can make things happen and turn it around very quickly. He needs someone to do that. Oh, it's through, it's bowled him. He's missed it. Can you believe it? Virender Sehwag, his 2nd wicket, and what a big one it is.
Well, the unlucky number for the Australians. They reckon 87 is unlucky, not 13, because 87 is 13 short of 100. And this is a big wicket. And this is why, because he's invited the batsman for a drive. The batsman is committed to the shot. And when there is a turn, then it'll go past the bat or take the outside edge of the bat or go through the gap. And the Indians are delighted. This is a huge wicket. Ponting 87, Australia 3 wickets down, 284.
An unlucky number for the Australian skipper, Ricky Ponting. The 15th Australian to be out for 87. Suddenly, this game is just starting to open up for India. Michael Clarke once again at the crease in the last hour of play. Oh, turning sharply too. All of a sudden, things are happening.
Yes, and they should happen even more. And they can happen even more if more pressure is added. by having a fielder there. Look at that. Gap between bat and pad. The trick to bowl on Indian pitches is to get the batsman to drive. Then he's committed. End of a very good over. 284 for 3.
थोड़ा जल्दी
2 wickets for Virender Sehwag. You get the feeling if Anil Kumble hadn't gone off the ground, he might not have got a bowl. You want the ball now after dismissing Ricky Ponting.
Now look at the length. He's drawn the batsman forward, which means the batsman is committed to the shot. If the ball had been a foot or two shorter, that would have meant that the batsman would have had the time to make the adjustment. There again. Now there he needs a silly point now. He's got Ponting. He's broken the partnership. Because the ball is turning sharply for Amit Mishra, he can remove the point and get him to silly point. Maybe in trying to cut, the ball will turn sharply.
शाबाश boys.
Well, you can bring that this fielder over there. Put pressure. The ball is turning. Michael Hussey might think that there are runs to be had in playing the cut shot in case Amit Mishra drops the odd ball short. But because Mishra is a big turner of the ball, he can get the man out LBW or bowled. Sure, he can also concede a boundary. But at least he's giving himself a chance. Also, he's putting pressure on Michael Hussey, making him think of doing something different with that fielder there in front of his face. And also, what is very, very important is that the fielders must change very quickly between overs. When Michael Clarke came into batted just the odd ball, and it was over, the fielders were very slow going back to their position. Now, Michael Clarke, new batsman at the crease, will be nervous. You mustn't allow him time to settle down. You must not allow the man to get his breathing easy. It's very, very important. He's experienced. He's not a pup. His nickname is Pup, but he's no longer a pup at the test level. But even he will be just a touch nervous. So put the pressure on. That's good stuff. 284 for 3.
चाबेंगे
3 wickets have fallen today. Hayden Kadich and Ricky Ponting all made starts. No hundreds for Australia. Swept out into the deep. There's no one out there. And he's off the mark with 3.
It didn't quite connect Michael Clarke. He's taken a bit of a risk playing that shot. There is no fielder there, but he's just new to the crease. And what a good effort by Gautam Gambhir. Look at that effort from Gautam Gambhir. Got a double 100 yesterday, but he must be a little bit stiff, the body. Terrific stuff.
That's the type of energy you need out there in this last hour of play. Just lifts the whole field. Gets it buzzing and bumping around. All of a sudden, the energy levels have gone up.
Nice one, Dhiru.
End of the over, just 3 from it. 287 for 3. Second wicket to Virender Sehwag. But really, if you have a look at Zahir Khan and Ishant Sharma in the last hour of play, they built up the pressure, they got the ball to reverse, and suddenly in the second hour, Virender Sehwag got the rewards. He did all the hard work, Ricky Ponting, just a lapse of concentration, drew him into the shot and he missed it. Just waiting for the side screen. Just one man out in the deep, and that's behind square for the sweep shot for Michael Clarke. And just the 2 catches in on the offside. First in a sort of a short second slip for the drive. Well, the full defence probably wouldn't carry if it hit the edge. It's more the driving one. Flighted one from Mishra.
बस डालता जा
Oh, that's a good delivery. He was caught in 2 minds, Michael Clarke. It was shorter, but it was a bit quicker and trapped him on the crease.
And it fizzed off the pitch as well. Too good a delivery for Michael Clarke. If he had been a little more set, maybe he would have got the bat closer to the ball and might have edged it. Nah. Turning.
They might have knew that, Mishra and Dhoni, but it's more about the uncertainty and the pressure they're trying to put on Michael Clarke. Just to let him know he's up for a contest. Down the wicket. And it's a tidy shot for Zahir Khan to do the work. It's quick turn and throw. 289 for 3 as we head into the last hour of play. 42 boundaries. And 1-6 for the Australian team. Plenty of dot balls. To talk you through the next half an hour, here's Ravi Shachi with him, Mark Nicholas.
Thanks, Brendan. What a beautiful view of the evening sunshine that was, just past 4 o'clock local time. Play began at 9:30 this morning amid quite a haze, sort of low fog around the ground, but anyway, we got going on time, and now that's the view as we enter the evening.
Yes.
Pitch is played well. It's an interesting pitch. It's a pitch that allows batsmen to play their strokes, but boy, is it starting to go a bit for the spinners now. It's needed all of the Australians' resilience. Tremendous efforts from the front three, and now from Michael Hussey, who so rarely ever seems to fail with the bat. There are times when Hussey makes ugly runs, tough runs. His application is all... And that was very much the case in the second part, particularly of Ricky Ponting's innings, especially with the reverse swing. Excellent spells from Zahir Khan and Ishant Sharma were resisted by Ponting. And one felt that really resilient innings deserved 100. But 87 struck, as it so often does for Australians.
I think it's so important now from India's point of view that they have some energy in the field. You saw that stop from Ishant Sharma. Mid-wicket was deep in the form of Gambhir. So just a single for Clark. Now he's bowled 17 overs, and when you see this kind of commitment, it rubs off onto some of the others. Because this is a period of play where the Indians should believe in the next 1 hour they can take a couple of wickets.
It's doubly difficult too because of Alim Dar there. In your peripheral vision as you dive, you'll have the umpire's body, and you'll just be thinking, oh, do I really need this? Oh, look at that. That is just gorgeous flight and a hint of dip and plenty of spin.
I select the way he gets the ball to drop on the batsman. Teasing flight from Sehwag.
Look at that. Two beauties to finish the over with. It's 291 for 3.
And a few more things. Now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, what will he be thinking? Normally, he's a step ahead in his way of thinking and planning. That's a full toss and a long chase for Gautam Gambhir again. He's got the feeling the young man Mishra might be tiring a bit. He's into his 25th over. That's why I feel Dhoni should look at either Zahir or Ishant Sharma for another burst. Yes, they've just bowled a spell a little while ago, but you got to go for the kill now. With 1 hour to go for stumps, if you take a couple of wickets, might just set the cat amongst the pigeons again.
Well, one of the things you learn when you play Test cricket is how to get the best from yourself all day, how to be as good late in the day as you are at the start of the day, and therefore how you create that pressure cooker around the batsman. Well, he's got to go. He's really got to go. Direct hit, and Hussey had a problem. Actually, that's the second time today that Ishant Sharma has had a chance from mid-on and has thrown wildly. There's no doubt his commitment. We just saw Robin Singh. He might be working on his throwing. I think that it was a complete panic from Clark and Hussey.
I wonder if there was someone in the way of Ishant Sharma. Oh, he had ample time. But I think what Dhoni is saying, he should have thrown at the non-striker's end.
There was a moment where both Hussey and Clark were caught together almost in the middle of the pitch. So Hussey wants the run. Clark gets stuck, actually. It probably wasn't quite as bad as it looked at first, but it's because the Australians are still looking for these singles. It's 294 for 3. The scores and the amount of balls faced tell you all you need to know about the Australians getting stuck in here in Delhi today. 154 balls Hayden, 116 balls Kadich, 165 Ponting, 103 Hussey. Cricketers who won't give an inch. And it's made for one of those days that have been compelling. Ravi used the word earlier, absorbing. A day where your average new 2020 fan wouldn't know what to make of himself. But anybody who'd followed Test cricket's rich history would understand that the battle between bat and ball today has been intense, and it's been dependent upon skill and strength of character, and they're the things that make Test cricket such a fascinating product. The scoring rate of 3.2 isn't bad, given the fact that it at times has been really difficult to bat. Completely different from the first 2 days. And in fairness, that's not just because the pitch has deteriorated a bit, it's because India have got some good spinners. It's because they know how to reverse swing the ball. It's because they've got the wood in Australia at the moment, so one side's bouncing around the place as if they own the territory, and the others hanging on, knowing that if they somehow get out of this alive, get a draw here, they can go down to Nagpur with a chance of retaining the Border Gavaskar trophy. And all of that is added up to one of those days you wouldn't miss if you loved Test match cricket.
He's getting consistent turn here, Virendra Sehwag. I just feel he's got to attack the stumps a little more, try and pitch the ball on middle stump.
It's 296 for 3.
Bless you.
Out!
317 now, the difference between the sides. Just the drip from the Australians, keeping themselves in the game. 118 to avoid the follow-on. Again, after a long bowl and with the Kumble hand injury, there's no guarantee that it would be enforced, because I think that by the 5th day the pitch would be pretty loose and offering plenty to the spinners. As ever, the key will be whether the seamers can pick up 2 or 3 wickets with their reverse swing. Leaving Sehwag and Mishra between them to pick up all 10 in the second innings might just be a bridge too far. Mind you, we've a long way to go. Australia have only lost 3 wickets in their first innings. That in itself is a remarkable achievement. There have been a lot of near misses, and yes, I think things have turned Australia's way a bit today, but they've earned that. by the way that they've gone about their batting. If you apply yourselves, this is still a pitch you can make runs on. Another change to the field for Michael Clarke, with still the slip in the short leg, a short extra cover, and 4 in the covering, nobody back. No, I don't think he hit it, but that's a much more aggressive line. From Mishra, we tend to see off-stump flighted balls that encourage the drive, the odd googly. But that line in at middle and leg is much more the line that made Shane Warne famous.
And sometimes even outside the leg stump. Get the ball to spin from that angle.
Oh, that is fantastic bowling. Just for 2 balls, like he's got a lease of life. Like he's had an injection of... What's that drink? Red Bull.
If someone's tuning into the telecast now and seeing that ball go, he would imagine Australia would have done well to lose just 3 wickets. Because there's something there for the spinners in the pitch. 297 for 3.
Well, even with so much slow bowling, the Indian over rate only 13.4. So we just have to face the fact that in the way that the game is played today, over rates will continue to be desultory, I think, is about the only word I can think of. It's something that, for some reason, authorities don't seem to address in the way that they should. There are a lot of allowances for the players, a lot of drinks breaks, and over rates can be painfully slow, and it's often the setting of fields or the time between balls that really eats away at the day. Anyway, for all that, there's been some splendid stroke play, some good spin bowling, some staggering near misses. I mean, the ball has missed off stump by literally a cigarette paper just a few times. Figuratively, not literally.
Yes, and you mentioned all those stoppages. Don't forget 2 lengthy stoppages. One, the B stoppage, and the other one, the Kumble injury stoppage.
Oh, now, you must tell those that don't know about the B stoppage, because that was something else.
That was something else. We'll try and get some footage of that. That was unbelievable. It's happened here before, and it happens only in Delhi. I don't know if it's the setting in of the winter or what, but a swarm of bees right on top of the pitch. Ooh, that kept low. He adjusted well, Hussey, and he's found the boundary.
Now that's the advantage between being in and set and otherwise, because in the second innings in Mohali, Hussey got out playing that shot to a ball that was short, but he just wasn't used to the bounce, and he was out LBW. Now here he's stayed low, he's watched it closely, and he smacked it for 4. Yeah, the bees were incredible. Every single player was lying flat. Both umpires, both batsmen, every fielder. There, bit of bat and pad in that. 303 for 3. We were just talking to you about those bees coming across the ground and the response of the players. Must have been a 10-minute delay, was it? Certainly 7 or 8.
Everyone. Even Billy.
What do you mean even? He was first to hit the deck.
Yeah. And every reason to. You can't say Billy was silly.
Wide on.
He's a cool dude, isn't he? Halim Dar, I've seen it all. Come B, get me.
Unbelievable shots, those, aren't they?
Oi. Rameshi.
Just get the feeling Amit Mishra should be given a break now. And just try and break the pattern, try and, if he doesn't take a wicket in the next, say, over or 2 overs, and get someone like Ishant Sharma back into the attack, or even Zahir Khan.
I like that attack last over into leg stump. I'm surprised we haven't seen it again this over. I'm assuming that it was deliberate. It's 303 for 3 still.
Ford Ranger Cup live Wednesday from the Wacker. Will the Bulls withstand the onslaught of the Warriors in the Wild Wild West?
In the air, out.
WA v Queensland, Wednesday at 2, live on 2. Cricket on Fox Sports. How good is it?
Wireless broadband is now prepaid on the Telstra NextG network. So you can now enjoy broadband when you're out and about and only pay for what you use. It's unexpected freedom at a predictable spend. Get started with your USB modem from only $149.
No deposit, no interest, no repayments till 2010 at Harvey Norman now. Now's the time to update, upgrade, upsize. The best of lounge, dining, bedding and bedroom furniture. Amazing sight and sound technology and household appliances. Big brand computers and must-have gadgets. Buy now and no deposit, no interest, no repayments till 2010. 15 months interest free. Get what you need now on no deposit, no interest, no repayments till 2010 at Harvey Norman.
Go, Harvey, go! Go, Harvey Norman, go!
Be the type to help save a life. Do something special. Call 13 14 95 or visit donateblood.com.au.
Move with Cathay Pacific and connect to over 120 destinations worldwide.
The idea to build an eco-conscious car before the environment became a hot topic. Hybrid Synergy Drive, the petrol-electric car. It's a first step to our ultimate idea, a car that produces clean air while driving. The idea is absurd? Maybe.
Two for Sehwag, one for Mishra. No luck for Zahir Khan or Ishant Sharma, who bowled particularly well in the afternoon with the old ball, and for once didn't manage to get the breakthrough. They were resisted by Ponting and Hussey.
Nice one. Go. No run.
Solid in defence. He's done the right thing, keeping that man at silly point for Hussey. As the ball is turning in that direction, away from the left-hander.
Yes.
304 for 3. So Mishra continuing.
There's no slip in place, which you'd have to say is a gamble. The attackers are the silly point, the short leg and the leg slip.
Gotcha!
This rough area outside off stump was a problem this morning, never mind this afternoon. It's really had a lot of wear and tear. It's very loose. The saving grace for the batsman is that the ball isn't going as quickly as you sometimes see. And of course Mishra is only a little guy, so doesn't get the dramatic bounce that Kumble or even Harbhajan gets. One can only wonder at what Harbhajan might have achieved today.
Yes, 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 yes.
Can't bowl without a slip, Ravi, can he?
Especially if he's looking to bowl the wrong one. But I just feel the pitch is so slow. The only things that ball might not carry if it takes the edge.
Yeah, but the point is, with the ball pitching in the rough outside the stump, you've no idea what it'll do. Therefore, the outside edge of the bat is just as big an area for the bowler as the inside edge and the ball going to bat pad or leg slip. I mean, they lead by more than 300. Fantastic shot that is. That really is a positive and convincing stroke.
As he's picked his spot nicely, isn't he? Like I mentioned, I just feel the young leg spinner is tiring now. This ball is 97 overs old. Dhoni has the opportunity now to take the new ball, if need be.
Or to bowl one of his seamers and see if at Michael Clarke they can get some reverse swing. Clarke hasn't been in there long. He wouldn't want some reverse swing now. It's 3-10 for 3. This has been a long discussion between Dhoni and Zahir. Doubtless he's saying, listen, what do you want to do this evening? We've got 8 overs left this evening. Do you want to bowl a couple of them with a new ball? Do you want to bowl with the old ball? Do you want to bowl? I doubt he's asking it. I think he's saying you're going to bowl. Where, when, which end? I should have thought the new ball was imminent. I think there's a lot to be said for having a little burst with it this evening.
Because even if you're bringing the spinners back on, they'll get a hard new ball with a much more pronounced seam. Someone like Mishra will prefer that than a ball that's 98 overs old, as would Sehwag.
Yeah, you're getting 2 bites, aren't you? You're getting a little burst this evening with batsmen playing for the close, and then batsman in the morning whose footwork is bound to be a little slow first up. Also, this pair have survived now for 71 balls together. They put on 26. As you say, Mishra's clearly got tired fingers. Sehwag's done important work, picked up a couple of wickets. Oh, what's that done? No, that's hit glove, is it? That is unbelievable turn and bounce again. Just suddenly one goes wild like that. buys a signal, so it hit nothing.
Very awkward for the keeper. Just felt he dropped his wrist here.
Wasn't it well played by Michael Clark? Didn't he play that well? Almost like swaying back from a bouncer and getting your hands out of the way. It's a super bit of batting.
Nice one.
It's 3:13 for 3. Australia 300 runs behind India, and the fact that we've got the third or fourth umpire on the field suggests that a new ball has been brought out. We've got a little delay too, as the Indian team have a huddle, the batsmen have a drink. It's a timeout. Ravi and I are disappearing, and Alan Border and Lakshman Shivaramakrishnan are coming into position.
Thanks, Mark. 300 runs still behind. Ishant Sharma will start a new spell, and I think they will take the second new ball. 7 overs still remaining in the day's play. Will be fairly new tomorrow morning as well. But the important thing, can they break this partnership? Another one building up. 29. Hussey on 48, Clark on 10. Good afternoon, AB.
Afternoon, Shiv. Good afternoon, everyone. It's been an enthralling day of cricket. True hard test cricket. The batsmen have had to work for every run. Bowling's been good. Pitch has still played reasonably well. A few tricks here and there, but hasn't produced wickets, and that's where the Australians have survived all those dramas so well. But we're going to see the second new ball taken. Australia 313 for 3, still a long way from safety, and a vital half an hour of cricket in front of us.
Now the 101 runs is what they look at. Two slips in position. Bowling from the pavilion end. Early call. Another aspect of Australia batting today has been the running between the wickets to rotate strike. That certainly unsettled the bowlers.
Yes, good early call, and plus if you're quite quick between the wickets always helps. There's been a couple of near misses, but generally speaking the Australians have been very positive in their calling and running, and definitely makes a difference, particularly right left hand combinations at the crease. The bowler's got to just reset his lines and his thought process. Good man to have at the crease, Mike Hussey, against the second new ball. He's spent best part of 10 years opening the batting for Western Australia, so he knows how to cope against the newer ball.
Alan Border was mentioning about the left-right combination. See, from the start it was two left-handers, and then Left-right combination all the way. Ponting and Hayden. Hussey and Ponting. Now Hussey and Clark.
Yes, and it's got to help. It's got to help the batting side combat what's thrown in front of them, particularly with good rain between the wickets. Just the changeover between left and right just has an unsettling effect. Some bowlers don't like that. They prefer to bowl to a right-hander or a left-hander. So, yeah, it's worked well so far for the Aussie boys.
Yes.
Single taken. So could that be one of the reasons why Mike Hussey is batting ahead of Michael Clark?
It would definitely be something that the team management and captain would have discussed about the makeup of the order, because you want to have your best players at the top of the order, obviously, but if you've got an opportunity to sort of mix it up so that the possibilities of getting left and right combinations at the wicket, it makes sort of more compelling argument to do it that way. Apart from the fact he's a pretty good player, batting at 4. Oh, that's wild. And a wide.
Yeah, there have been some legends that have made their debuts in India in Test match cricket. Vivian Richards is one of them. And some of the great players have made their debuts as well. Clive Lloyd making his debut in India. Gordon Greenwich. Michael Clark getting 150 on Test match debut in Bangalore. It was Bangalore then. Bengaluru now.
Yes, it's a good initiation, really, isn't it? Generally, it's a great place to bat, India, but you do have your moments if you get in the second innings of games. Generally, when you're against the turning ball, it sorts you out a bit. It's a great learning process.
Also, the weather conditions, hot and humid, so it takes a lot out of the players. Be extremely happy, Australia, with the current situation.
Am I annoying you? Give me back my drink.
Wait is the call, but a misfield by Zahir Khan. In fact, excellent running. They pick up 2. 318 for 3. A new ball with Virendra Sehwag. It's taken on the full. We'll get 3. Brings up the 50 for Michael Hussey.
Another outstanding performance from Michael Hussey. I think he called it when he walked to the crease, Siv. Mr. Consistent. And once again, he's been rock solid for the Australians. Another half century, and he's been quite incredible since his debut season. And a much needed half century on behalf of his team, in all sorts of trouble after conceding 613, and he's been very rock solid.
Nice one, Lulu.
Sometimes as a bowler, Michael Hussey, you feel like here's a man, you can't get him out. That would put the bowlers in a defensive mode.
Yeah, well, he's got such a good, solid technique. He keeps it very simple. Knows the shots that he plays well. He's quick on his feet, and he's very, very strong mentally. So you combine all that, you've got a good player.
Lot of work to do for Ishant Sharma, but the ball will win the race.
Good shot there from Michael Clark. Just used the pace of the ball. Newish ball, so it's nice and hard. A little bit of turn, flick of the wrist, and away she runs.
That stayed low. They've been a little unlucky, the Indian bowlers.
Yeah, it hasn't gone their way today. They've had some good luck batting and bowling over the last couple of innings. But today it hasn't quite gone their way. 3 for 325.
None for 45 for Ishant Sharma. Good carry, but no swing. It's the batting card that Australia would like to see. Contributions from everybody. Hayden Catich putting on 123 for the first wicket. And Ricky Ponting is out to a beauty. 13 short of 100. Now Hussey, half century for him. Michael Clark has played himself in. He's bowling around the stumps. Maybe to the right-hander. Gary Kirsten indicating we're in the Sehwag to bowl around the stumps.
He's been very impressive, Sehwag. He's not really a part-timer, is he? He's landed them very well. A couple of big wickets as well.
If not for him, imagine Australia would be one down for 326. Underrated bowler, that's for sure. We're in the Sehwag. Look at the groupings, everything good. A few short deliveries, also the slow nature of this pitch. It's not a part-timer. Very good lines. Curving into the left hand and then turning away. Change of angle. Is it a lot of difference over the stumps, around the stumps? It's a left-handed batsman.
Oh, definitely. Different line you have to contend with. So you've got to be careful of coming round the wicket, the ball drifting into you. You always worry about the one that comes straight on as well as the one that turns.
He's knocked him. And knocked him over. Change of angle has done the trick. Virendra Sehwag is the man that India need. Man with the golden arm. And Gary Kirsten, he's a happy man too.
Absolutely huge wicket this for India. Sehwag, the man with the golden arm, dismisses the danger man Michael Hussey. This is a huge wicket. The ball pitching and turning and hitting the off stump. Sehwag celebrates, and that is a huge blow. Hussey's on his way for 53. Australia now 4 for 326.
Shane Watson out in the centre. About 10 minutes remain in the day's play. Best of 78 for Shane Watson. Oh, now it's the leg spinner with the new ball. And Watson will be on strike after that single.
Tough time to walk to the crease with Shane Watson. The ball's spinning, the Indians on a high, desperate for another wicket before stumps. Big wicket of Michael Hussey in the previous over. Really tough time to walk out to bat.
Slip gully, forward short leg, shot extra cover. Even the deep square leg has come in. Looking to save the single. Have him on strike for the next 5 deliveries. And Watson taking his time. Starts off with the googly. Back of the palm facing the batsman. Bat in front of the pad. It's a bit of technique. Loud appeal. Ball's just turning. Can't give those.
Tell you what, that is a great shout. New ball skidding through. Pitching definitely in the tram lines, just straightening a fraction. He has got a stride in, maybe the only thing that saved him.
Got a long way out, but hit him low on the pads. Height not a problem. Looking at the deviation, now it's gone straight on. Like Alan Border mentioned, new ball with a lot of shine, just skidding on Shane Watson.
Well, it certainly looked horribly good live, and the fact that the ball just straightened, did he get an inside edge? Maybe.
It went full over, 327 for 4. Just open the face of the bat. Drop it after it. We'll pick up 3. 21 to Michael Clark. Sachin had a chat with Virendra Sehwag. You're all wondering what it was. He was bowling round the stumps to the left-handed Hussey. Long chat, changed his angle. Second delivery after that, he picked up the wicket of Hussey and straight he runs to Tendulkar. The ploy has worked. Enjoy the moment.
Yes, you get the distinct feeling that the quiet word might have been from Sachin Tendulkar to just have a try over the wicket, see what happens. Oh. And that's just gone straight through everyone. 4 byes the call.
Big appeal for a leg before in the last over. Watson was the batsman. Almost a half volley. Piston line, not a problem. Not turning enough, just straight ins. Spot on. Hawkeye. But he'd taken a long stride out, and as an umpire with the pitch turning so much, there's also an inside edge to it. Thin inside edge, and it's a terrific decision. And Rahul Dravid also indicating or saying bat. spirit of the game. Confirmation of the edge on the snicker.
It's not 100% certain ball hitting pad and bat, but I think it was pretty confident there was a little inside edge there.
Big inside edge on that. It's been an exciting display that comes to an end. Australia battling and battling real hard, have played some fantastic cricket. On a tricky pitch, they finished with 338 for 4.
That ball just coming back, and how lucky is Michael Clarke to have an inside edge on his bat. That was gone for all money. Half a shout from the Indians, but Anand signals there just to played it. So at the end of the day's play, in the sensational circumstances, the Australians will be quite comfortable. 4 for 338 is a pretty good result in a very, very tough day of cricket.